Welcome to ICL's The Bottom Line, Fast Fertilizer Facts, where we break down fertilizer practices, products, and cutting-edge agronomy techniques in 10 minutes or less. In each episode, we will deep dive into one topic, one product, or one practice, and end up where it matters most, the bottom line. In this episode, we're diving into toll blending, what it is, why it matters, and how it helps ag businesses, retailers, and innovators get custom products to market fast. Whether you're a startup with a great idea or a seasoned supplier navigating supply chain pressures, toll blending may be the move to make for your bottom line. We're joined today by toll blending experts Patrick Murray, founder of Custom Ag Formulators and ICL Growing Solutions National Director of Sales. Hi, Patrick.
Hey, how you doing?
Great. How are you today?
Doing good. Glad to be a part of this.
Totally. And toll blending account manager, Andrew Wall. Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Britt.
Patrick and Andrew have been in the toll blending and fertilizer business for 20 plus years and bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the show. Thank you both so much for joining us.
You bet.
Thanks for having us.
So let's dive right into it. What is toll blending and why is it gaining traction in the ag industry right now?
So toll blending is, or people know it as contract manufacturing. They're outsourcing mixing and packaging. We supply the ingredients, we supply the packaging for them. They just give us the formulas. Sometimes we just co-pack for folks, so they'll send in product in bulk, totes, and we'll pack it out into different sizes for them. It gives also the end user, whether it's a distributor or the direct end user, the options of, if they want 2.5 totes, or we can do special custom blends in bulk. So it definitely gives them it's like a one-stop shop for them. And there's no overhead for them. We carry all the overhead. They get to worry more about their sales and, working directly with the customers.
Absolutely. I think another point too is just the supply chain volatility that's out there. They need somebody to go to that they can consistently get product from, not have to worry about slowdowns in production, not have to worry about raws and acquiring them. So there is a major movement in the industry right now to try and find consistent toll blenders to port their business over to.
What makes ICL's toll blending services stand out from the competition?
So for us, we have our plant here in Fresno, California, and then Adel, Georgia. So Southern Georgia. And with both, I think the biggest thing is our flexibility, our quality, timely shipments. Most customers, they'll come to us saying, hey, it's taking us 2 weeks to get products where for us, we'll pack sizes from, on the liquid side, from pints to bulk truckloads. So depending on what sizes you're looking for, it could be a couple days. So our fast turnaround is really what makes us stand out in the quality of products we put out. And then the custom packaging side as well. So like I said, we supply a lot of the raw materials for our folks, but then we're also supplying all the packaging. So they'll come to us with an idea and we're essentially helping them build that, to whatever specs they want, whether it's liquid, dries, different size bottles, different specs. Especially on the dries, we have a lot of hydroponic customers or other ag customers that, they might want a 5-pound bag, a 1/2-pound bag, or a 2,000-pound super sack. So we give them the flexibility on that. And then the regulatory side, especially here in California, most of our customers might be in the Midwest, East Coast, but, they do a lot of business out here. So we understand the regulatory side and, so they appreciate that, and the different blends that we do as far as fertilizers, biostimulants, adjuvants. We do some other specialty products on the industrial side, but it's the flexibility and then the quality and timely shipments that we're doing for these folks.
And I think to add on to that too, a lot of people forget we started this in California, and California is now the most highly regulated market for fertility, for liquid chemicals. And the good thing that brings to the whole picture is that because we have so many regulatory overseeing, if you will, of our product production lines, it allows us to have quality controls that are second to none in the industry. And so basically, if you have a company located in the Midwest compared to a company that's in California, our quality controls not only are stringent, but they have to be stringent in order to make sure that we pass the standards of all of our regulatory agencies. So the nice thing is when we built our plant in Adel, Georgia, we simply just built it with the exact same quality controls we use in Fresno. So coast to coast, you're getting the same quality controls and same formulation build that you would expect your product to be under.
What should a company look for when looking for a toll blending partner?
Well, as I said, I think one of the first and most important thing is what is their quality control? What do they do to make sure that that product, that formula that we've been giving, access to will stay the same when it goes out our doors? And that is one of the biggest concerns we have in toll blending, because not every company does that consistently. We do. Number one, for regulatory, but number two, from experience. We realize that customer, that formula that they have us build for them, in essence, is their baby. It's their company. And so we treat it as such. We treat it just as if it was one of our own, so that we can make that product consistently and go to their customer consistently every single time. And the transparency we have in building those products, if they send us raw material and suddenly that raw material doesn't work like the previous ones, we immediately stop production and work with it. And again, this is from experience. It's one of those that we don't simply just package it off, get it out our door and wash our hands of it. We take ownership of that product just like the customer does. We want to make sure that they look at that as coming out the door as they would want it to if they had their own factory. And that is truly critical in looking for a toll blending partner.
Like Patrick said, we're sending your product out. It's like sending one of ours, down to the label. If the label's crooked, we're fixing it, because whether it's going out to the farmer and they're just going to dump the jug right away and not even look at it, it doesn't matter to us. We want to put out a good quality product for our customers on the toll blending side.
Yeah, customer service overall and the quality is super important. Can toll blending work for startups or smaller ag companies?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a lot of, we've had quite a few where they start off and they're sending out, a box or two of product, and, now they're sending out truckloads. So, I mean, it's kind of, the good part for them is they don't have overhead, right? So if they come to us, they give us the idea, hey, Andrew, Patrick, we want you to supply the raws. We want you to supply this. Great. You send us a PO, you get to worry about your sales. You can focus on other things, and help build up that company. So, yeah, I mean, if somebody wants a pallet or if somebody wants, 20 truckloads, it doesn't matter to us. We're here to help. So,
No, it really is. And I think too, especially with the startups, that formulation is everything to them. And the consistency of making sure they have that go out to their customer, especially when they're breaking markets, is critical. If they fail the first time out or the second time out, they're not going to be there long term. So it's nice to partner up with a customer, or I should say a formulator, that's going to be able to consider that quality control and consider that consistency. And most importantly, have experience with what we're doing. Because Andrew and I have sat in meetings where a customer comes in and has an idea, but they really haven't built a stable formula, and that's key to this. They have to bring in that stable formula. And so we save them a lot of time and grief by telling them that's probably not going to work. We need to go in this direction. And so fortunately, the customers that have listened have grown and done well, from basic startups all the way now to national and international groups. So it's exciting for us to see that growth.
And that's the bottom line. We want to give a big thank you to Patrick Murray and Andrew Wall for taking the time to join us today.
Enjoyed it. Appreciate the time.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Toll blending gives businesses the flexibility, speed, and precision they need to compete in today's ag economy without the overhead. Want to learn more about ICL's coast-to-coast blending capabilities? Visit icl-growing solutions.us or reach out to our team to start the conversation.